Hey y'all, how is everyone doing tonight? Happy Tuesday, y'all. I got my Easy Does It shirt on. Easy Does It, trying to catch that vibe of Easy Does It, y'all. How's everyone doing tonight? What'd y'all do today? Y'all, I just did my normal Tuesday thing. I don't even know what that means. I don't even have a normal Tuesday thing. That's what I meant by I just did my normal Tuesday thing. Listen, when y'all are hopping on, hit the heart button. It helps y'all get notified. I know that a lot of people's been asking me how to get notified when I go on. Well, that's how. You have to interact. I know it's crazy. That's how the algorithms work. So just hit the heart button, or put a little thumbs up in the comments, or comment, or do something, and then that way you'll get it. And you have to go in and make sure that you're actually following me or something, or that. It's a lot. Anyway, so let's get busy, y'all. It's not really a Valentine's thing. It's because it's a heart, I guess. I think it's Valentine's, but it's not really. So, but it is a heart, y'all, from the Target spot. Hey, Janice. Thank you, Janice. Hey, Laura. And y'all know I love the Target bullseye. I always call it the dollar spot, and that's not really what it is. It's not. I know it isn't. But y'all, this is they call this a charcuterie board. I'm gonna say no. I mean, what did you want me to have? 2 pieces of salami, a piece of cheese, and 1 olive? Is that what you wanted? Is that what kind of charcuterie board is that? What are y'all talking about? That's silly. Anyway, y'all, it did come from the Target spot. Let me get y'all pulled up so I can see comments. Hey, Linda. So did y'all have a good day today? I hope y'all did. Mine was pretty uneventful. And if you're just hopping on, if you're new, my name is Shonda, and I am coming at you from Georgia, Northwest Georgia, y'all. And we still a little chilly here. Y'all know I got to get the weather report. Until it gets summer, y'all, we'll still just give y'all the weather report. So y'all just have to get over it, okay? Then once it gets summer, I'm going to be in here talking about, what? I'm going to be in here in my shorts and be happy. How are you, Jenny? Oh, Linda, y'all up there, I feel bad for y'all. I watched the weather and no, that's terrible. I see a flurry down here and I'm cringing. I mean, I am cringing, y'all. Ooh. Snow is good to go visit every now and again, but no. Okay, so I'm going to paint this whole thing. So that is why I really want to get that off there. Because what I'm going to make tonight, y'all, it's not really Valentine's, but, kind of. Oh, wait, Laura, wait. Oh, Laura, I'm so sorry, girl. I am so sorry. I will keep you in my prayers, Laura. I am so sorry. That's so horrible. So tough. Was it expected? Okay, y'all, and I want to just sand this just a little bit around the edge. It's kind of just a little bit, little wonky, if you would, a little wonky. It's now, oh, Linda, yeah, ugh. No thanks. No thank you. Okay, and then I'm gonna sand the inside just a little before I paint it, and then I will sand it just a little afterwards before I put this transfer on. And then I'm gonna show y'all what transfers I'm using. I've been wanting to do this. I told y'all last night I've been wanting to do it. So here's what I'm making. I'm making a jewelry tray. Just a simple jewelry tray. This is not going to be a mini charcuterie board. How is that a charcuterie board, y'all? I'd starve to death. Could you all see? Look. Hey, y'all. I got y'all a charcuterie board at my party. Just here you go. Here's your charcuterie board. A party of 20. Talking about, hey. But look, nibble lightly, people. Nibble lightly on the charcuterie board. Nibble lightly. What? I don't even know why they called it that. They should have just called it a tray, y'all. That's silly. That's silly. I don't know if messages are not, or comments are not working. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh. Well, Laura, you know what? If there's any kind of positive silver lining to anything, it's that. It's that comment right there. You know, my daddy was the same way. He had been really sick, and let me tell you what. My daddy went out. I mean, I was holding his hand right here in his face, and he went out with the biggest smile. He looked at me and smiled the biggest darn smile that I had seen, and he didn't have a tooth in his head where he had had cancer, and they pulled him, and he smiled. So I know in my heart, you know what I mean? Like, all is okay, and that's when you know it's okay. Linda, you want me to bring us to the beach trip, Linda? This little charcuterie board, this little tiny one right here, to the beach trip. Linda, on our beach trips, sister, we got to have little more protein than that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to have a little more protein than that, because that, no, we got to have a little more protein. We had to fill it up like 20 times. No. I mean, it's just silly. It's just silly. But it is going to be a cute little tray. So, y'all, here's what I'm doing tonight. We are going to use 2 cute transfers. I am using one that you guys seen me use the other night, which is this Found Patterns from Nature, okay? So it comes with the 4 different patterns. You can see the 4. And I'm going to use the one I wanted to use the other night. My leopard, cheetah, whatever. I don't know, whatever you call it. It's one of those animals. I'm so excited to be doing it. And that's not a cool, wait, you're just cheat at the hip. Whatever, Linda. That's skill, sister. That's skill. You're going to need that for protein. You're going to need it. That's right. That's right, Laura. That is right. Oh, that is so sweet. Yes, yes, yes. That's right, though. He is in a much better place. And like I said, when you see that smile, you know. You know. All right, so here's the other. Here's the other transfer. Now, listen. Nobody get offended, okay? Let's all be unoffendable. Let me just tell y'all, being unoffendable is amazing. If you're unoffendable, can't nobody get to you, okay? Can't nobody get to you. Be unoffendable, okay? This is it. Bougie AF, okay? Don't ask me on the Facebook what the AF means. If you don't know what the AF means, worth a Google, okay? Or maybe not worth a Google. Maybe you don't want to Google it. Maybe not, okay? Maybe not. All right? So, I am, is that a word? Which one, bougie? Or AF? Is that an acronym? Or bougie? Bougie's a word. Okay, so I'm not using AF tonight, just so y'all know. I'm only going to use bougie, all right? So I just thought it was funny. I put that on a shirt for my husband the other night. You know, y'all seen that reel that I did for him on the, with his little hot dog thing, y'all? Ridiculous. And I made him a shirt that says bougie AF. Oh, unoffendable. Oh, unoffendable, girl, is a word. That's right. You darn right it's a word. That one is worth a Google. Be unoffendable. If you're unoffendable, listen, who's going to get to you? Not a soul. Nobody that puts pants on, right? We should only have one thing that offends us, and he's the higher power. All right, y'all. So I'm going to use something different tonight. I'm going to use acrylic paint. Go ahead and tell what it means, Sherry. Girl, don't tempt me. I'm trying to easy does it tonight. I'm trying to take Tuesday easy. Trying to take Tuesday easy. So, y'all, I'm using acrylic paint tonight in khaki. This is Apple Barrel. Y'all know I usually use a lot of my Waverly chalk paint, but I thought I really love this khaki color, and I think it's going to be really pretty with this on top of it, because I'm going to use black. So, you know, we're gonna make it look like the cheetah print, leopard, whatever. Hey, Melanie. Hey, Brandy. How are you, girl? I'm not telling what it means. Y'all just, it's worth a Google. Worth a little Google. And like I said, if you don't want that on your iPad, don't Google it, okay? Okay. Hey, Beanie, how are you? Okay. So, y'all, I am just painting this. I love this khaki color. And I am painting the bottom just because it's a jewelry tray. I mean, what if, I don't know. It's a jewelry tray. So, we want it. I need it complete. Need it complete. I've been good, Beanie. How are you? I'm good, Melanie. How are you doing? Girl, just trying to, you know, take it easy on this. Oh, what easy does it? On this Tuesday. On this Tuesday. Y'all know. Well, maybe you don't, but I'll go ahead and let you know. On Tuesdays, she's bougie AF. Jenny, I got this tray from Target. The Target, whatever, Bullseye. Bullseye. They keep changing the name on me. That Target Bullseye. It was $5. And now I did get it a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if they still have all the stuff there or not. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Brandy. You hanging in there, girl? All right, so I'm painting the sides. Like I said, because this is a, you know, little jewelry tray, not a charcuterie board. And Brandy, listen, it says charcuterie board, but I told y'all you'd starve to death if this is your charcuterie board, or you're going to have some ticked off party goers if you pull out this little tiny board with some cheese and crackers on it. Because 2 people are going to be full, and then everybody else is going to be talking about, dang, cheapo, what you doing? I know. You might, if you pull this board out, this is for Skittles charcuterie board. It's for Skittles only. Because, or M&M's, you know, something like that. Because that's about all you're going to be able to fit on this charcuterie board. That's silly. I just don't know why they called it a charcuterie board, y'all. That was silly. So very silly. All right, let's try this. And then I'm going to turn it over and paint that side. And then that's the side we're going to chalk on. So yeah, y'all, Tuesdays, you know, I try to slide on in there and easy does it, y'all. That's the day I go and take care of my mother-in-law. One of the days. You just smile through it. Okay. Oh, Lordy, y'all. My mother-in-law. She has OCD dementia. Her OCD caused her dementia. So, yep. So I go and give her showers. Love her heart. She had a hard time today. She didn't have a panic attack on me. Her OCD took over today. And no joke, it really did. And she had a panic attack on me. So, you know, I just loved on her, calmed her down. Just, you know, what you gotta do, what you gotta do. Girl, like I said, easy does it. And don't worry about what's in the glass. Oh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Jim said, have y'all seen that, what is her name? She does a cooking show. Oh my gosh. Anyway, she does, again, don't be unoffendable, everybody, okay? Be unoffendable. These are just jokes. But she said, she was making a drink one time, and she gets her vodka, and she said, glug, 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 and the whole time she's pouring, she says, 2 shots of vodka, glug, 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 and it's like the whole bottle. That may have been what happened when I was pouring this drink. Not really. I'm just kidding. But it is funny. I wanted to sometimes. Sometimes, y'all, you just like, woo! Okay. Making sure this is dry, y'all. I love this color. I think this color is a perfect color for, like I said, the like the cheetah, you know, the cheetah print. I think that's a really pretty color. Now, I'm going to get the paint off of this. Okay. So, like I said, the front of it, you know, it's a tray. So, let's paint the tray. Linda, no, but I want it to be. Well, no, it's actually not. So mine is the different. Yours is different. Mine is the other. With the Mio. You know, it's just rough sometimes, y'all. Man. Man, oh man. Nobody, you know, you didn't know. Sometimes you don't know. When you get married, listen, if you're not married out there, let me go ahead and give y'all just a little bit of advice. You know how people say you don't marry the family? Bull. Okay? And bull. And bull one more time. Because you do. You need some... Deanne, it is a charcuterie for one, girl. Maybe not for my fat butt. This is a charcuterie for a half for me. Girl, I'd have to fill this thing up twice. I mean, I know a charcuterie is supposed to be, you know, for just a snack and all, but y'all, I feel like, you know, when I do a charcuterie board for like my guests and stuff, I need it to actually be almost a meal. That's just how my mind works. Maybe I could stack, you know, some like mini burgers up on it or something. I don't know. Or maybe some little Skittles. That's all it's going to be. Skittles. That's it. Brandy girl, come on over, girl. Come on. 2 shots. Just 2 shots of vodka. It's funny. We always joke about that. Linda, I think, in fact, when I went to Florida and I was making a drink one time, I said, glug, 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 and Mason said, 2 shots. 2 shots of vodka. Sorry, y'all. Again, unoffendable. Okay, unoffendable. I think I'm going to chalk a shirt that says, be unoffendable. All right, y'all. So I just painted this with, like I said, this khaki. This is a really pretty khaki color. Acrylic paint. Let's dry this up. Yeah, girl, this wouldn't, this charcuterie board's silly. It's silly. This is like a child's play charcuterie board. So we're going to make it a jewelry holder because this should hold your jewelry. You see what I'm saying? Not your charcuterie food, but your jewels. Because this right here is good size. You know, they make them little tiny ones for jewelry. No, ma'am. I need this size. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Melanie, I know, girl. Yeah, I know. It's stress. It's too much. It's too much. Listen, I just feel like if we can do it ourselves, maybe it'll just, you know, wear off on people. Don't be offendable. It's easier that way. You know what I mean? Take what people say with a grain of salt and move on. Yes, Deanne, you know what I mean, girl? This right here, jewelry tray. Yep. Not meat rolls. Not cheese wedges. Not an olive. One olive. No. Lots of diamonds. Lots of jewels. This is a pretty big jewelry tray. I just think it's cute. But it would hold your watch. You know. I mean, I have, you know, one ring. It'd hold that, my watch. Yeah, Sherry, Bougie AF Jewels, girl. You know that's right. You see what you saw where I was going with it. Lots of eye rolling. I just do a lot of smiling. I told my boys the other day they were all being, you know, turds. And they're men, you know, the men in my family. They were all being turds. They all, I don't know, woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And I said, listen, before you walk into my house, every one of y'all just smile. Just smile. I don't care what you got. Just smile. And listen, y'all, I wish I had my camera and my video because I made them all leave the house. This is no joke. Okay, my husband is on here. My husband, who was almost 50, 2 of my sons, who is 21 and the other one is 26. Y'all, I made them leave the house and walk back in smiling. Smiling. No joke. I said, y'all ain't bringing that energy in here today. Get out. Get out. Get out and bring it back in because not today. Not today, Satan. Bounce back out. They just placate me. They just go, oh, great. Here goes Mom again. Mama being nutty again. Let's do it. It would be... Okay, Elizabeth, you're right. You're right. See, you're right. Okay. Some Hershey's Kisses would look good on it. But a charcuterie board, I feel like that's a candy dish. You know what I'm saying? That's candy dish, not a charcuterie board. Or is a charcuterie board now just a bougie, you know, AF saying for food? I don't know. I thought the charcuterie board was like that, all that whole bougie thing, you know, of rolling meat. Melanie, I'm not playing. I did. I really did. Look, Linda knows. Linda's like, she'll tell you. I'm not playing with these boys now. Listen, I had to raise men. You know what I'm saying? I had to raise productive men in this society. Unoffendable productive men. So when Mama says get out and come back in smiling, that's just what they do. They do it. And then they make fun of me the whole entire time. Some Doritos. Jess, you gonna put 5 Doritos on it? 5 Doritos? 5. We're gonna put 5 of them. Oh, appetizers, right. So, charcuterie board for appetizers for this one is 5 of something. That's all you're gonna get on that one. All right, y'all. Let's wax this. Because, you know what? I'm gonna have to sand this just a little bit more. So, you know when you paint raw wood, y'all, it raises your grain, right? So before you chalk, make sure to sand and get that grain down. Make sure you've got a smooth surface so that it does not girl, you know we are hillbillies. Make sure that you get that grain down so that when you chalk, it doesn't run. That's so funny. Yeah, it's just a little one. I just thought it was funny when I got it. I was like, it's just kind of silly. But that, again, that's just the chubby girl in me. I was like, what am I going to do with that? All right, y'all. So I'm just using some of our surface wax. Again, this just also helps the surface to get prepared. Kind of goes down in those little cracks that was also created by the paint. And it also allows for that super sticky transfer to not stick so hard and not pull my paint off. So if I didn't have this waxed, that transfer, which is one of our new ones, so they're very, very sticky, could pull some of this paint off. So I'm just buffing it off, and now I've got a really slick surface to work with. So yeah, today, y'all, was just not, it wasn't very, you know, it wasn't too eventful, you know, just hanging out with the mother-in-law. So I'm not a mother-in-law yet, y'all. I don't know if any of y'all are, but hey, Teresa. No, Sherry. Debbie has a, her son lives in Georgia. So, yeah. And then they have a place over there. So that's, nope, she's not moving here. Not yet. Maybe soon. Maybe I can talk her into it. We can go hang out all the time. Okay, so I thought I looked at this and it was going to fit good. Maybe I didn't. Oh, here we go. Yes, if I turn it sideways, it's going to fit. Perfect. Because I really want it to go inside of, I'm just doing it inside the tray. And if it gets up on the sides, I'm okay with that too. But y'all, our transfers, now what I was doing, I just put a little fuzz on it. Just put a little fuzz. You are, Dan. That's right. I forgot. Are you a good mama-in-law? I just feel like we should be good mother-in-laws. You know what I mean? We should just be good mother-in-laws. I know, even if you got a turd in-law. And now listen, again, don't come at me and start, you know, I get that there are some that's just not, you know what I mean? You cannot. But y'all, I mean, I never did nothing to my mother-in-law, and she was just mean to me. She's just mean. You do, Jess, you do. I just feel like that let's just put forth a little effort. You know what I'm saying? Let's just try. Just try to be sweet. Try with everything in you to be sweet to those in-law, those son-in-laws, daughter-in-laws, whatever in-laws. Just try to be nice to them. All right, y'all. So here's what I've got, and it's cool because you can push it down in your cracks and your crevices. Okay, so it's kind of, because this is kind of weird, so I'll just kind of hold it and push it down in there as I'm doing it. And again, this is kind of, because it's this leopard print, and this is not the flattest, you know, surface, I'm okay with it being not perfect, you know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, good, Mel. See? Good. Good. I'm glad it got better. Good. You did not, Christy. You did not, girl. I'm just kind of getting started. I just painted this, and now we're going to chalk the first layer. And this is my, I think it's leopard. I don't know. I'm going to call it leopard. Maybe it's cheetah. I don't know. It's some sort of animal print. Y'all know I love animal print. And that's kind of what, this is definitely what this is. Of some sort. I never know what those are. But yes, Melanie, that is great because, yeah, that's great. Because mine, you know, had to, you know, forget everything to like me. It's not even funny, but it's true. It's so true. So true. But listen, she didn't forget me. She knows me well. She knows me well. She got mad at my father-in-law the other night because she thought that he had people living in the house. And, you know, it's just all, it's not real. You know, it's just not real. But she thought he had people living in the house rent-free. Which, y'all, that cracks me up in itself. But, she got out of the house. He went to bed, and she got out of the house. And this was, it prompted us, of course, to put deadbolts, keyed deadbolts on the doors. But, because she's kind of taking a quick turn. So, anyway, she told him, she got out of the house at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And, when he found her, the door was open, so it was pretty good indication she was outside. He found her walking down the street with a purse, and he said, "Connie, where are you going?" And she goes, "I'm going to Shonda's house." Y'all, I laughed so hard. I said, Lord, who would have thought the day would have come? Who would have thunk it? She thought I was going to save her. Poor thing. I would have saved her. Lord. All right. So I am just chalking over all of this with my paste. And all you're doing is I'm pushing it down into the transfer, y'all. Very easy. Like I said, this one may not be perfect. There's some surfaces that you're going to work with, y'all. Listen, that's not going to be perfect. And that's okay. Because I know that this is not going to be a perfect, flat surface. There's some imperfections in it that's going to cause some, you know, some problems. So, it's okay. It's okay. I know, y'all. Hey, it is what it is. Pitiful, right? I told Jim, I said, honey, why did your mama have to, why did she have to lose, you know, her cognitiveness to come around and like me? Why? We could have had a lot of fun together in this life. She chose not to. Man. Makes me sad. Hold on, we'll hold this back up a second. So I can already see I had one little spot that did it, but that's again okay. But y'all, look how cute is that? You see that spot right here that did it? See that? Like I said, it was a little tough in that little area, and I kind of thought that it was going to be, but that's okay. If I wanted to, which I probably will because I'm that way, I will take a piece, I'll just take a paintbrush and just kind of go back over it with a little bit of this khaki, you know, just kind of touch it up. That's how Jess, just do it like that. Teresa, so we have just talked about that. Again, she just now, she kind of quickly escalated, I should say. This escalated pretty quickly. It's been coming on, but I'm saying like some hard things escalated pretty quickly. So the deadbolts that we put on are keyed, and he just keeps them locked now, and right now it's fine. He locked everything, like everything's locked, even the cabinets, you know, things like that. I know it sounds horrible, but you know, you got to do what you have to do to protect. That's just the way it is. It's not a cruel thing. It's almost like child-proofing your house. You know, I always say, you know, it's like we are, it's like a 5-year-old, you know. Hey, Janet, how are you, lady? It's just like I said, it's like child-proofing your house for a 5-year-old. It's just to protect them. Okay. So I think we're good to go there. Now, I am going to, let me put this up. I'm going to wax again, y'all, because I am chalking over what I've already done. So it's just a good idea to wax again. Now, Jess was asking how would I fix this. I literally would take a paintbrush, a little tiny paintbrush, and I would just hand paint it, because that's just what I would do. Just like this. Now, it would take a couple of coats, but I'll give you the gist of it. Just because the black, you know, it's dark. And this, it's just going to take a couple of coats to fix it. But it's definitely fixable. But I knew, that's why I told y'all, I knew it could happen with this. This surface isn't a perfect surface. But that kind of gives you an idea. You can kind of see. You just, you know, a little paintbrush, a little bit of paint, no big deal, and fix that little tiny spot. You just have to know when you are working with a surface that's kind of like this, don't go into it with the mindset of perfection, because this is gonna, these kind of things can happen. But just know that you can definitely fix it. Yes, Jess, it's definitely gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, Teresa, it's funny how they get that way. You know what I mean? It's just funny. My mother-in-law is kind of that way. She really just wants me. She won't let my father-in-law, you know, help her shower anymore or anything like that. So, you know, it's a comfortability, and it's a, you know, they're scared. They're scared. And that's so sad. That is the saddest thing ever. They're scared. They're terrified, actually. So, I just, you know, you just gotta, I don't know. It's sad to me. Okay. So, again, do you see? I'm going to go back and fix that. But I want to show you that because imperfection's imperfection. But this is an easy one to kind of, you know, it's not really a perfect pattern anyway, you know, so it's okay. But wax again. And the reason for the wax is, again, to protect the surface of whatever's under it. So I'm now protecting this black layer from the next transfer so that it does not pull that up. Now, I probably should have dried it a little bit longer, but that's okay. Thank you, Sherry girl, because I almost forgot. If I wouldn't have looked over there, I'd have forgotten a heartbeat. in a heartbeat. All right, let me buff this one off. Okay. Okay, just like that. Now, this one, let's put some fuzz. I'm going to fuzz this one really, really well. Again, because these are really, y'all, super sticky. And I actually use this one on, like I said, my husband's shirt. And fabric, sometimes on any kind of sticky transfers or stencils, you know, it's kind of hard to get that sticky back. Ours, no. Wash it with the water and our little board eraser, and it comes right back. It's awesome. Hey, Mandy. Okay. So I'm just, like I said, I'm only going to use the word bougie. Okay. Okay. Y'all don't worry. Don't get yourself in the wad there. Just bougie. Okay. And I'm using shimmer copper. I think. Is that going to show up? You know what? Maybe I should use shimmer crimson. Let's use shimmer crimson. I'm not sure if we have this anymore. Sorry, I looked at the other shimmer copper. But any of our colors would, you know, whatever color you wanted to do. But I'm thinking it won't show up, the copper. Just because of that khaki color. It may, but I think this is pretty though. And what better color to do a bougie than a shimmer, right? And our shimmers, y'all, are gorgeous. Our shimmers are amazing. They are full of shimmer. I don't know if you can see it, but the glitter in it is very, very, very fine, and there's tons of it. Tons. Thank you so much, Janet. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you. Hey, Michelle. How you feeling, girl? Mandy, I'm good. I'm good. Look how stinking cute that is. I wish y'all could see the shimmer. I so wish y'all could see the shimmer. Now listen, I'm just going to put this down here in my water, and then I will clean it with water again and my board eraser. Let's dry this, y'all. I love this. This is so cute. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. I know you've been under the weather. All right, let's try this, y'all. Now, I have thought about, I think I will, put my little half beads on it. Let's put our little half bead. Let's do it so that it's, you know, make it a little a jewelry tray, y'all. Darn it. Hold on. Just make it a little jewelry tray, not a food tray. We'll be starving to death. One moment. Really? Y'all know my fingers are cold. Oh no. Okay. And these are just half beads, y'all. Just some little half beads. I'm telling y'all, my fingers are not working. They're really freezing. Terrible. Jess, I'm serious. They've been cold all day. Freezing all day. There you have it. Y'all, just a cute little jewelry tray now. Now, I will tell you this. I am going to take this outside probably tomorrow since it's cold, and I'm going to spray it with this to give it a, you know, a good finish. That's right, Christy. Dadgummit. To give it a good finish. And I will fix this little part first. But y'all, isn't that so cute? Just a little cute little jewelry tray from the Target spot. Now, I would love to take my ring off and put it in there for y'all, but I've gained a ton of weight and they won't come off. So I can put my earrings in it for you. There we go. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. I hope y'all go make this. And listen, again, tonight's word is bougie. Bougie, bougie. I put it in the description, and just type that in and I will send y'all some information and y'all can go make your own. Y'all have a really great evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow night for another fun project. See y'all.